Is about teaching my horse to pick up a shape and continue to walk it and stay it. Now, the advantage of this exercise, there's actually 3 strong advantages. One, it will teach your horse to put his head down, because lateral work is more comfortable when the head is down, because when the head goes down, the shoulders come open. That's what I was sharing with Bryce a while ago. When the shoulders come open, the vertebrae that lie between the shoulders can now bend. But if the shoulders are closed and the vertebrae runs between it, can it bend? It can't. So the horse says, well, if I put my head down, my shoulders will open and that vertebrae can bend. So it makes it more relaxing for that horse. It's not like, a horse that's jointed here, not here, here, not here. And then a little bit of drift in the butt. Our horse, believe it or not, you can take his vertebrae and create a nice arc with it if we get everything out of the way. And that's what this exercise does. The second advantage of this exercise, you come in here and say, I'll move all the cows into the arena, and your horse has never seen a cow, and your horse is just like spastic, and he's just going crazy. He could be going crazy because there's another horse going crazy over here, or because Carrie's doing some groundwork with her horse over there, and this horse has never seen other horses running around, and there's 1,000 things that causes a horse just to get crazy. You put your horse in this exercise, and in 3 or 4 minutes, your horse will come down to you mentally, just like that, because you're taking him to a place that he's been that is safe, and it's quiet, and it's relaxing. Horses are always trying to do what? Question from last week.
What they're thinking.
What they're thinking. So if he's thinking about Carrie doing groundwork over there, is he thinking about what you're trying to do? Is he thinking about calming down? No. So I've got to put him in an exercise that says, yes, you can continue to move your feet. Just do it where I want you to move them. And I'll let him move them. You can't take a person or a child or a horse or a dog, if they're wound tight as a banjo string, and says, sit still. You can't do it. And if I can't expect a person to be able to sit still, how in the world can I expect something like this that is fearful of its life all the time to stand still? So then I say, let's do this circle. That's me giving direction. The horse's attention changes to the conversation that me and the horse are having. And then the last benefit of number 3 would be the horse is getting a therapeutic exercise, because as we move and we're doing the circles to the right, what's happening to all these muscles on the left-hand side of this horse? They're stretching. They're stretching. How much stretching do we get trotting down the rail? None. We get some lateral stuff. A horse has been doing lateral stuff all day long. He doesn't need that. He needs this and this.
I was wondering why you said to me last week the rail is not your friend.
Yeah. But see, every barn I go to, and every time people come in here and they start exercising, what do? Go to the rail. Trot, 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 trot. Okay, I'm warm. Yeah, your horse is warm, but one, he's not mentally connected, because you really haven't asked anything of him that he can't do on autopilot. And the only thing you've done is laterally stretched what was already stretched, because he's been doing that all day, walking around in the pasture and eating. That's why turns, serpentines, lateral work, everything that requires this horse to bend, separate the hind from the front, all of those things, that's what gets that horse really loosening up and gets him broken down to the point of where now, okay, can I control my horse's hip now? Can I control my horse's forehand now? Reba, play with me. Thank you. There we go. Can I control my horse laterally now? Reba, play with me. There we go. Okay. So, to be able to make sure we can do all those things, if I've got that communication going on and that talking going on, then the horse is trying a little bit harder to do that. Okay? Make sense? All right. So my hand is not allowed to leave my leg. Fortunately for wranglers, I have this nice track going up the outside of these jeans. All right? This seam out here. See my horse? She says, oh, I'll keep my head there, because if I don't, he's going to pull on it. See her keeping it there? All right? I'll put it back. Now I'll say she can have it. Okay? So I want her soften to a feel that I present. What I would like for my horse to do, wherever I juke the button and say stay this way, my horse stays that way. If it's like left foot up, right foot back, and they're bouncing on 2 feet, if it's at all possible, I want my horse to stay that way. Okay? And then when they're like that, then they're cooperating. Now, I'm not going to do anything cruel that's going to make her, and I certainly wouldn't say, you've got to keep your head here for 30 minutes. Now keep it there. Don't move it. 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 That's cruel. Okay? But I love that she says, okay, whatever you say, Dad. And, you know, she really didn't give me stuck her tongue out at me and fussed with her tail and pinned her ears. She just like, oh, here we go again. Okay, I can deal with that. So, but again, my hand, it will never leave my jeans. It will come up, it'll go back down. It'll come up no faster than what it just came up. So every time I feel my horse on my hand, in other words, if I'm here and she straightens her head out, I'm going to come up and back down. I'm going to come up and back down. And then she's going to say, oh, we're playing that game again. I'm going to come up and go back down. As soon as she touches the bit and doesn't come off of it, as soon as she touches the bit and doesn't come off, as soon as she touches the bit and doesn't come off, see, she touched it, she didn't come off of it, she didn't come off of it, there. So she finally did it. So go ahead and start this exercise standing still. Follow what Bryce is doing. So he's doing a circle to the left. So let's go ahead and start our circle to the left. So left rein, left knee on the outside. Do not let your hand leave your leg. Outside leg is the gas pedal. Our outside rein, throw it to the wind. We don't need it. No, you go right ahead, Barb. You go right ahead, hon. Good. Barb, do not let your reins come into your belly button. Let it stay right out here. If I put a little star right here, that's where it comes from. Put that here. You got, just like my Wranglers, you got a seam. Stay on it. That's your zipper. Now make me a little smooth transition to the other direction, all right? There you go. Don't lean over into it. There you go. Hand on the knee. There. Good. Good. So you almost want to follow this thing through. So if I said, build me the Olympic rings, you could walk me a series of Olympic rings and connect every one of them in making those transitions from left to right to left and build those rings out. When your horse gets a little stagnant, Bryce, just hit that gas pedal a little bit. There you go. There you go.